2 days he had on scrapkings. 2 days he had filming for scrapkings on Discovery Channel and couldn't cut that motor up. Why no? Good morning, episode 2 of the scrapyard tour. Here we are today on a cold Wednesday morning.
Busy Wednesday morning as well. The yard is just manic today. Lots going on, which is always good I suppose, but I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update and show you around more specifics.
Here he is, Birmingham's #1 recovery driver. Say hello, Wayne. If you need any, if you're in the Tamworth area and you need any budget tyres.
Here we are. I'll keep it in the family. So,
there you go.
There we go.
Are you busy at the moment, Wayne?
Absolutely chock-a-block. And coming to eBoot very soon, mobile air conditioning.
Oh, who's got the best yard in the country?
Taroni's, definitely Taroni's. Best price on cats, best lads, and there we go.
That's all you need to know, isn't it?
That's all we need to know.
You know he's going to be absolutely scrounging for the extra tenner now he said that.
Well, I haven't struggled to get a £5 off them, but a tenner's always a bonus.
It's like getting blood out of a stone, isn't it?
It is.
We've got 15% left of the groundworks. Here we are, a third weighbridge, and that last bit of concrete is in the most awkward part of the yard, the entrance to non-ferrous shed. But by Friday to Saturday, it'll be done.
That van almost came out.
We get in there, within a couple of weeks it'll be done. So all this space can be used, and there'll be no stopping us then.
Once the yard's opened up 100%, it'll just be like no traffic, one in, one out. So any customers that are coming, even with a handful of stuff, they won't have to wait in the queues and be in the chaos anymore. They'll be able to just drive straight into the shed, get sorted, get your money and get out, which is obviously what everybody wants. But at the minute, the lads, the customers are having to come in, drive all the way around this concrete, into that shed, through the second double doors, and then obviously they have to like 3-point turn onto the scales then, which is it's quiet now, but when you've got 20 vans queuing up to get in there, it's just chock-a-block, you just can't move. So fair play to the lads inside, because they're coping quite well with it at the minute, but it's stressful. Last little bit, and probably the hardest bit that we're doing now. So hopefully by the next episode, all this will be finished, and we'll have a lot more like time and just space to work with. The yard will be a little less hectic. A third weighbridge should go in there, which means that we'll have basically an independent non-ferrous weighbridge. So if any customers come in with a decent load and the ferrous side of the yard's too busy, they can get weighed tips on here and squared up, and it's just going to free the yard up, I think. Okay, balance, and then so even the customers now, they don't know where to go. Usually straight to that door there. It's manic. It's manic. All right, H. How are you? That broom, right? Since Henry started working here, he's had the same broom for years. So 3 new handles and 12 new heads, though.
Hey.
You have to tell the camera that you're #1 best sweeper on planet Earth.
#1 best sweeper out of the Taroni gang.
Everyone's gonna have that one family member that's off their head, innit? He's totally in his own little world, man. He loves it. Henry! In a month's time, after you put 3 or 4 or 5 episodes out, then it'll just be natural then, you'll just be flying it. And then you'll see me on the front cover of Vogue or something.
Don't push it.
Our customers, when they bring a car in with a cat on, they're always after it back, and obviously the value is so high at the moment. But if you let one person take the cat off, every single one of them are like after it as well, which when you're busy like I mean, look at, you can see the space of the yard now. We've got too much stock in. The crane can hardly turn around. A lot of that though will be down to the fact that the machine's only just got back running. It was only fixed possibly yesterday or the day before. So Anthony the crane is still sort of processing all the metal that we've been buying in, which has been it's been good. It's nice to be busy, but you know, it'd be nice to have sort of 2 days of no customers, no pressure, no anything, just to get on top of the yard and get everything. Because there's a lot of money sat there now that we're not that we've not processed like at all. It's just trying to keep on top of it. It's just really hard work, but that's what we're here for, hard work. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful to hear that engine running. So In episode 1, you never saw a Lefort car crusher working at all, and that was because this ram here, which is used to push one of the wings over to crush everything, was bent. It had bent in the middle. Once that bends, basically the rod, as it goes back into this shaft, into this casing, erodes and breaks down the inner casing of this like rod, just causing more damage basically. So the good lads from Mecrec in Wales came up, took it off. They took it back to Wales with them, had a new rod made and reinstalled. So basically, long story short, the machine's that powerful, if there's a tiny kink or bend in the rod, it's going to put the whole machine on a bit of a twist, and it like slowly starts to destroy itself. It's just nuts how something that big can destroy a machine so massive. But as you can see, the two rods crossing, that's because there's two rods on either wing, either side of the machine, and all four rods have to work simultaneously together to close the wings on the machine. That will then give it the full power to obviously bail your cars properly, and the full power to obviously keep your metal inside what we call the box. So then when the main ram at the back pushes it forward, it's nice and tight, and you want your material to be chopped up correctly every single time. This machine itself, we've had 3 fires this side of the machine, and all these wires and greasing systems here have all been melted and completely destroyed. So there is a lot of upkeep on these machines, as big and as expensive and flash as they seem. To keep one of these running every day, and actually, obviously, every time this machine's switched off, even at night, it's just losing money for everyone. When the rod was bent, it wasn't sitting in its housing correctly. It was giving it like a few mil of play, which doesn't sound like a lot. But when you've got like 600 ton of pressure hitting that 2 mil of play every single day, it was basically destroying this casing here. So the whole machine is run by this remote here, which is so all your functions on. I bet my missus wishes I could push her buttons like this, but this is the only remote I know how to use. So every car, you've got to take off obviously all the fuel tanks and petrol, diesel, whatever, because the amount of pressure in here, there's always possibly a chance of fire, and that's why we've had fires at the front of the machine before. So you get the remote. While the bale is inside the bed now, the machine has locked itself off, and the ram that we're almost standing on is 7 metres long, and that is now driving up the bed of the machine, making that long bale now into a compressed box. I just thought while I'm showing you guys the machine working, I'll just show you the actual intricacies of the machine. So the floor, the wings, and all the walls of the machine here, it's made of Hardox steel. So it's, you know, there's nothing too specific about it apart from the fact that under high pressure and tension, Hardox steel, instead of breaking, actually gets harder. I don't know how the science works of it, but we had to replace the floor in this machine last year. And as standard from Lefort, they come in sections about 6 inches wide. So say there's 4 in this, say there's 4 in this metre square here, and there's obviously 7 metres squared by all the walls. There's probably 20 metres squares, and there's probably 200 sheets.
Times 3, 21. 21. 7 times 1, 7. 7.
So what's that, 2 foot tall? If Richard was stood here, it's 2 foot. If I'm stood here, it's 3 foot, so I'm taller. But this is the ram that once the wings are closed and locked up in place, this will come forward all the way the length of the box, actually making, like you say, your car into the square. So last week there was the two problems with this machine. There was the ram that went at the front, and then this box here. It's like a think of it as a switchboard for your hydraulics. So all of the pipes with the hydraulic oil goes into this box, and obviously then it can like divvy the pressures out to different sides of the machine. Long story short, the pressures apparently are too high for the box, and it's actually the pressure's built up and actually split the weld on the one side, causing it to leak. So the lads from Metcrate came down, took this box out, re-welded the side of it, reinforced it, put it back in, like so it worked, and we haven't had an issue. It turns out that because the side that they fixed is now so much stronger, the opposite side of the box is now split. So we've only had the machine going 2 days, and it turns out we're going to have to really like either re-weld the whole box so the strength of it goes, you know, to cope with the hydraulic pressure, and they're also then going to take this box off, remeasure it, and hopefully try and build us a new one out of thicker plate steel to going forward. It's just one thing after another though. All right, lads. All right, Podge. You know, look at that fridge. They're gonna have to keep the rubbish on, definitely. Yeah, cool. Big deductions coming. All big deductions are gonna come. Look at his face, man. Look, ha. He's back, man. He's back. Today, too much money.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
As you can see, look at all the copper he's stripping now. So he'll strip that out of all his steel, like his washing machines and his household items, and then he'll go and weigh that separately inside the shed. And then at the end of well, when he's finished at the end of the day, you'll get a total then and a breakdown of like all his how many kilos of copper, how many kilos of brass, you know, electric motors, and then he'll get his ticket then. But some of these they're pulling in, especially because the prices are so high at the minute, £300 to £500 a day. So just to put that in perspective, where you got lunch, some cigarettes and some fuel and one van to run, and they're pulling in £300 to £500 a day, man. So it's good money really. To be your own boss as well. Chef Edge!
Bine, Chef Edge.
Chef Edge, man.
Speak Romanian,
Speak Romanian. I can say two things in Romanian: Chef Edge and swish puller.
No. No.
So the customers love us. How did your motor go, Paul? 2 days he had on scrapkings. 2 days he had filming for scrapkings on Discovery Channel and couldn't cut that motor up. He spent more time looking at himself. He spent more time looking at himself in the camera than chopping the metal.
Cameras, that's what
Where's your yellow vest? Busy. You've never seen busy. It's open air. So hopefully you've enjoyed episode 2 of the Scrap King Diaries. You're going to see, hopefully there's a lot more stuff going on in the yard and the progression of what we're doing, and hopefully a lot more of Richard as well, but he hates the camera. So I'm going to try and talk him into getting back into it a bit more. But I hope you're enjoying it. Any comments, any suggestions, let me know, because obviously it's all new to us. We're just trying to work with it at the moment. Hopefully as time goes on, the videos get bigger and better. But for now, as long as you can all just like, share and subscribe, that'd be amazing. And drop a comment below. You want to see anything or know anything about the business and what we do here, just please just get at me. Any social medias, just follow us, and we'll see you soon.